Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video, and in today's video we will be expanding the tank build universe with Darius, guys. So obviously this build is broken on Garen and Gragas, so I thought it could also work on Darius. So in today's video I'm gonna show you how good this build is on Darius, and I wanna tell you, it is damn good. But you gotta play it the right way, and during the gameplay part of this video I'm gonna explain to you exactly how to play with it. Now I'm gonna explain to you how to build it. You know, timestamps in the description if you just want to skip to the gameplay immediately. So about tank Darius, normally of course Trinity Force is your go-to item for Darius, right? Like this item is gonna give you so much damage. But the thing is, you're also gonna have a lot of damage with this build. Let me explain to you why. So what this build is gonna allow you to do, and this is already like the shift in playstyle, all you really gotta do is get 5 stacks of Noxian Might, really. 5 stacks of Noxian Might, and then you are super tanky with so much damage. Because when you get the full stacks of Noxian Might, you're gonna get a huge amount of bonus physical damage. That's how Darius works, right? So that's the point of this build, guys. You start with a Sunfire Aegis. You can always get this item before the first dragon. All you gotta do is just farm up. And if you can get a kill, of course, you know, you'll get it as well. So against a matchup that has a lot of healing, and if it's attack damage, I tend to choose Bramblefast before the Sunfire Aegis. Like if I'm against a Nasus or Mundo or like, you know, just a lot of healing, I might go for Bramblefast before the Sunfire Aegis. Only if you can utilize your laning matchup. And my camera just crashed. So only if you can utilize it in your laning matchup, get the Bramblefast, you know, for the anti-heal and for the armor. So otherwise I always go for Sunfire Aegis, just because the power spike is way better with the Sunfire Aegis. You know, you get so much damage when you get the Sunfire Aegis, it's crazy. So these are going to be your first 2 items. After that, boots. So boots, actually, like, you either want to go for plated steel caps or mercury threads. You don't want to go for any other boots on tank Darius because, you know, you're a tank. If the enemy has a lot of stunts, get a mercury threads. If the enemy has a lot of attack damage, plated steel caps. By the way, quick tip that I have for you. If the enemy is full attack damage, always go for tank Darius. Tank Darius against a full attack damage composition is absolutely broken. So, like you know, you can always build tank Darius, but if the enemy is full attack damage, always go tank Darius. Don't go for the damage Darius, go for tank. Just go full armor, just like this build. So keep that in mind, you know, then you can get plated steel caps, get all the defense, you know, everything. So as my enchantment, I like Gargoyle. See, the reason that I like Gargoyle is because even though it reduces your damage, sure, you can use the Gargoyle to stack up your stacks of Noxian Might. And the other thing to know about Gargoyle is it doesn't actually reduce the damage from your ultimate, because your ultimate deals true damage. So your Gargoyle is not gonna reduce your damage output when you use your ultimate. Keep that in mind. Same goes for Garen, by the way, guys. When you use the Gargoyle enchant, your ultimate is still gonna deal the same amount of damage. So you can also go for Glorious Enchant. See, the thing is, I just prefer Gargoyle because it makes you even tankier, right? Like that's the point of the build, to be super tanky, be an absolutely obnoxious champion in the middle of the enemies. But you can go for Glorious Enchant if you really want to catch up to an enemy. So about the item after, if they have a lot of crit damage, build a Randuin's Omen. If they have like 2 crit champions like Rengar and Jinx, or Yasuo and Kai'Sa, you know, they both, like, these have crit damage. If the enemy has at least 2 champions that have crit damage, immediately build a Randuin's Omen right after your Sunfire Aegis and Bramblefast. If they don't, if they don't, just build a Thornmill. Thornmill is just really, really nice. And after that, see, if they have at least 1 crit damage champion, you have to decide by yourself, okay, do I really want to reduce the damage from that champion? Like if the enemy Jinx is completely fed, you still want to get a Randuin's Omen, even though it's 1 champion. But if the enemy Jinx is not really doing that much, you can choose to get a Frozen Heart as well, because what this item is going to do, it's going to reduce their attack speed, like of all the enemies around you, which is obviously really good for tank Darius, because you're going to be in the middle of the enemies. Now, I don't really like Deadman's Plate. It's okay to catch up to an enemy, but it's like, you know, the bonus damage, I don't know, you can go for it if you really want to catch up to an enemy, but I don't really do it. So, let's see. Yeah, if they have any ability power, you can choose to get a Spirit Visage, or you can choose to get a Force of Nature. Get a Spirit Visage if you really want to heal with your first ability, but Force of Nature is going to provide you more magic resist. But keep in mind that the healing from Spirit Visage is really big on Darius as well, guys. When you hit your first ability, it heals a percentage amount of your HP, and of course, Spirit Visage is going to increase that healing. So keep that in mind. If you want bonus healing, get a Spirit Visage. If you just want a lot of magic resist, get a Force of Nature. See if you're... Yeah, okay, get a Force of Nature. Like, I was almost gonna talk about the mask, but the thing is, Force of Nature is just so much better. It gives you so much more magic resist. Like, it doesn't make the Abyssal Mask even worth considering, to be honest. So either Spirit Visage or Force of Nature. And as I said, if the enemy is full attack damage, you just go for full armor. Sorry, full armor. You can go for Iceborne Gauntlet, but see, the thing is, Darius already has a slow with his second ability, so it's kind of a, you know, double thing. You don't really want to get it on Darius. Like this, yeah, you don't want to get Iceborne Gauntlet. Like, if you want to get an item like that, just get a Trinity Force. But this build is not about Trinity Force. This build is about full tank Darius. So when you have all these items, you know, you can get another item. You can get a Guardian Angel as well on top of all your defense. This is really, really good because obviously this one is going to give you even more survivability. And as your last item or as your fourth item, depends, you know, whatever you want. Get a Sterix Gauge, because you don't want to get even more armor. It's not worth it, because what Sterix Gauge is going to do, it's going to give you 400 max health. It's obviously going to give you bonus damage equal to your base damage, which is huge in the late game, and the lifeline passive, which is of course really, really good on tank Darius. Really, really good. So this is how you build tank Darius, and oh, you guys are going to love the gameplay today. So let's talk about the runes. There's really two runes that you can go for, which is first of all Conqueror or Grasp. See, the thing is, with Grasp of the Undying, you're actually going to do a lot of damage in your laning matchup. You get a lot of health. But see, the thing is with Darius, it's just so easy to stack up Conqueror. Like, when you have the fully stacked Conqueror, you are gonna deal so much damage, even with tank Darius. So that's why I still go for Conqueror. It's so easy to stack it up, and that's the whole point of Darius, the longer fights. So you're always gonna be effectively utilizing the Conqueror stacks in team fights, because you're playing tank Darius, and your tank, you know, you can tank for a long time and deal so much damage and stack it up easily. So as I said, you know, Grasp is okay. It's definitely okay, but you know, Conqueror deals more damage. As my second rune, I still go for Triumph on Darius. Even though it's tank Darius, Triumph is just broken on Darius, guys. You shouldn't really go for any other rune on Darius. If you go for Brutal, you're absolutely trolling, because Triumph is the go-to rune on Darius. Whenever you kill an enemy champion or whenever you get an assist, you restore 10% of your missing HP, and you also do a little bonus damage to enemies below 35% HP. But it's really all about the healing, so always go for that one. As my third rune, I go for Spirit Walker. They're gonna remove this rune, so you know, I have to make an updated video, but for now, Spirit Walker, because you want to have that early game HP on Darius, and the slow resistance is really, really nice. As my fourth rune, Sweet Tooth. You know, Sweet Tooth is just a broken rune, so go for Sweet Tooth. As your spells, Ignite and Flash, don't go for Barrier, because Ignite is just gonna be better. See, the thing is, I just said don't go for Barrier, but you can do it, it's just I don't like it. Like, when I play tank Darius, I go Ignite, because you're already tanky, and with Ignite you're gonna be able to kill enemies more easily. But yeah, that was it about the build. Let's get into the gameplay. Oh, my camera crashed. Alright, on to the gameplay. So, tank Darius, guys. And I want to tell you guys that when I played this game, I actually didn't have the preset build. You know, I didn't have the I didn't have the build ready. So I was kind of freestyling the build, you know, because I already knew how you build Gragas and Garen. So I was like, let's try it on Darius, guys. You know, let's try it on Darius. So in this game, I actually decided to go for a Bramblefest. Why did I go for a Bramblefest? Because I'm against Nasus, right? I'm against Nasus, so I want to reduce his healing. By the way, guys, I want to give you guys another challenge, okay? So, wait, am I against the Nasus though? I don't really remember, but I want to give you guys a challenge. No, I'm against the Fiora. Yeah. Against the Fiora, Bramblefest is also good, because Fiora heals up with her vitals. Sorry, I thought I was against the Nasus, but against the Fiora, it's also good. I want to give you guys a challenge. If this video reaches 1,500 likes again, I'll make yet another Darius video next week. You know, because why the hell not? Also, I'm doing a 15 skin giveaway. All you gotta do to enter is put down a comment under this video. So take a look at how I'm trying to trade with the Fiora. I actually failed there. So the way that you can trade with a Fiora is when she goes in, you have to hit her with your first ability. That's basically how you can, you know, survive against the Fiora. But as you saw there, I actually missed my first ability, and that's why I was lower. That's why I'm lower HP than her now. You know, when you trade with a Fiora, you really want to hit her with your first ability to heal up. That's like super important. So, you know, against a Fiora, you really just want to survive in the early game. And the way that you can outplay a Fiora is you need to wait for her to use her second ability and then hook her in. As you saw, I actually tried to do that here, but unfortunately I failed. But that's how you win against the Fiora. You wait for her to hook and miss the hook. Sorry, not hook, her second ability. And when she used her second ability, you can freely hook her. And when you hook her and slow her, she cannot escape easily. Oh, so close every time. Actually, so close. But you'll see, oh, my camera crashed. You'll see how crazy this build is in this game. It's absolutely crazy. So, you know, your playstyle in the early game is still going to be the same as normal Darius. You just have a little less damage. So, you know, you're not going to be able to destroy the enemy as easily. But, you know, you can still just play it the same way as a normal Darius. So here, as you can see, I got my Bramblefast. So this is already a pretty good power spike against the Fiora, because the Fiora is not going to heal up a lot with her vitals anymore. So I can trade more effectively with the Fiora. And Fiora is actually rotating, so I'm telling my team to be careful, because I really, yeah, they're fighting, but it's kind of hard. Like here, I'm going to help him, of course, because they went way too far. As you can see, the enemies went way too far, but there's 3 enemies. Oh, we actually got the kill. I got my ultimate too. Man, this fight was just super close. This was super close. I'm trying to kill him here. I was thinking about flashing, but I couldn't reach him with the hook, unfortunately. So, you know, it's okay. I took 2 assists and we won that fight. We did okay. We didn't really win. We just did okay. So, as I said, play tank Darius against a full attack damage comp. Always play it, because it's so broken. In this game, the enemy is full attack damage, and that's when I came up with this build. I was like, wait, I can just go for the Gragas build on Darius in this game, because they are full attack damage. So you can build full armor items, which is so broken, guys. It's so broken. So in this game, as you can see, they have a Yasuo and a Jinx. So what am I likely gonna do? I'm gonna build a Randuin's Omen right after my Sunfire Aegis. Take a look at this. This is how you trade, guys. You just hit your first ability, and when you hit your first ability, you'll win the trade. As you can see, I wait for her second ability, and boom. Easy peasy kill. So this is a quick tip against Fiora. Don't rush your ultimate and don't rush your hook, because Fiora can block it with her second ability. Wait for the Fiora to use her second ability, and then you use your ultimate to kill her. Very easy. Don't just use your ultimate. Don't think it's a free kill, let's just use my ultimate, because if she manages to dodge it with her second ability, you're screwed, guys. Keep that in mind, please. So as you can see here, the only problem with Bramblefast first item is that you're likely not going to get a Sunfire Aegis before the first dragon, unless you get like 3 kills or something. So when you get the Bramblefast, you know, you'll be very strong early game against a healing champion, and of course throughout the whole game as well. But you won't have the Sunfire Aegis power spike before the first dragon. See, that's kind of the problem. Yeah, here I'm just clearing out the wards, and as a Darius, you always want to stay next to the wall here, because you want to be ready to hook the enemy, and you know, to hook the enemies over the wall and kill them. That's what you want to do as a Darius. Boom! Oh, I didn't get the reset. So yeah, you know, as a Darius, when you're taking Dragon and Baron, you always want to stay next to the wall, so you can actually hook enemies over the wall. You know, you can hook them over the wall and potentially get free kills or force their flashes. It's very easy. It's like a quick little tip, but it works so well. So as you can see, you know, this is why I said go for tank Darius against full attack damage. I already have a Bramblefast. I'm gonna get a plated steel caps, and I'm gonna get a Randuin's Omen and even more defense, even more armor. So, you know, I am gonna be absolutely tanky against them. And the funny thing is, I'm also gonna deal an insane amount of damage, because my ultimate deals true damage. And you know, I really want to see some tank Darius after this video in my games. You know, you guys really have to give it a try. But take a look at this yet again. Oh, he actually dodged it beautifully. Yeah, I got my full stacks, but unfortunately I don't have my ultimate. I could have potentially flashed on him there, but he has his second ability, so I didn't want to risk it. Like, he could have just blocked it if he had a second ability. So, you know, like, you really have to think about these things when you're against a Fiora, because Fiora, like, good Fiora players have so much outplay potential with the second ability, with the first ability, with the ultimate, everything, guys. So you really have to be careful against Fioras. So with this build, you don't want to get a Guardian Angel early on, because you just want to be super tanky. Like, true, Guardian Angel gives you some armor, but it doesn't actually make you very tanky. Like, if you look at Randuin's Omen, or Frozen Heart, for example, these items gives you, like, they reduce the damage from crit damage, or they reduce their attack speed, which indirectly reduces the damage dealt to you, right? Oh, what the hell happened here? That was weird. See, as you could see, he actually blocked my my ultimate there, and it dealt 0 damage. So there I kind of failed my ultimate. It was a free kill if I had just waited for his second ability, but you know, it's okay. So this is also kind of a problem with Darius. He's very slow at pushing turrets without Trinity Force, right? Like, as you can see, I'm so slow at pushing turrets. And unfortunately, my Rengar actually decided to go for Rift Herald, so I had to leave the turret and help him then. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to get the Rift Herald. We have to get it fast because the enemy jungler, if he comes, he can just get it from us. Actually, Akali got it. That's kind of sad. I really wanted to get it. Yeah, and right now, like, look at the damage that Fiora is dealing to me. Just take a look at this. Do you guys see what's happening here? Do you guys see what's happening? Like, this is the power of the Darius build. You can already see now what the power is behind this tank build. You are gonna be able to get your 5 stacks of Noxian Might very, very easily without the enemies dealing like a single amount of damage to you. And this, like this, what I just said, this is the whole point of the Darius build. Stacking up without the enemies actually being able to damage you. So you guys will see how I'm gonna abuse it throughout the game. Like, yeah, it's just crazy. So take a look at this. We fight here. Look, I'm just focusing on the Lee Sin. I just want to focus on one enemy. Because, you know, that's how you can get the stacks. And unfortunately, he used his flash. With Darius, you want to hit the same target over and over again. Because that's how you get the stacks. Just take a look at this. Take a look at this. Oh, he blocked it. Oh. Oh my god. Wow. Nice. Damn. This is Tank Darius. Did you see how much damage my first ability just dealt? Even though I failed my ultimate, which is a crucial mistake, by the way, guys. You never want to use your ultimate like I did in that fight. But my tankiness and the first ability just did so much damage. What? Oh my god. That's crazy. This build is actually so good. So the thing is, I really think Tank Darius is only worth building against full attack damage compositions. You're probably better off just building a Trinity Force and then a mixed amount of defense against, you know, a mixed opponent. Like if they have ability power and attack damage. But if they only have attack damage, really, guys, Tank Darius is broken. Like, actually broken. Seriously broken. Like, I think this is S+ tier against full attack damage champions. Because they really can't do anything. If you just play Darius the right way, if you focus one target throughout the whole fight and get up your stacks and then destroy them, you are so strong. They just can't kill you. They actually can't kill you because you have so much armor. That's the whole thing about it, guys. You have an insane amount of armor, so they just can't kill you. Oh. Okay, well, he's dead anyways. Man, that was sick. Wow. And it's gonna be even better throughout the rest of the game. You guys will see. It's crazy how good this build is. Oh man. Oh, you got. I want to see some Tank Darius gameplay from you guys. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say something. Whoa, wait, guys, you need to hear this. After this fight. No. Why am I getting all the Discord messages? Take a look at this, just how easy it is. So what I was gonna say is, I reached 40,000 subscribers. What? I forgot to mention it. Oh my god. But what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do a full Q&A, you know, question and answer on my Instagram. So if you want to get to know me a little better, make sure you follow me on Instagram. 1 second, I'll show you after this fight. I don't want to interrupt the fight. Just take a look at this, guys. Oh, I'm probably gonna die here. Whoa, if I hit that first ability, I might have actually been able to win that fight. But yeah, what I was gonna show you guys is, yeah, here is my Instagram, you know. Make sure you follow me, HellsDevil, and then a lower thingy. And, you know, I'm gonna do a Q&A in my story. So make sure you follow me. There is a link in the description of this video. Only if you, you know, if you want, if you care about me. If you're just watching for the Wild Rift content, then probably you shouldn't follow me because you're probably not going to be as interested. But you know, if you're interested, I'm going to do a Q&A, you know, questions about my life, about my career with YouTube and blah, blah, blah. I'll try to respond to as many as I can, but just make sure you follow me on Instagram, you know, if you want to participate in it. But yeah, 40,000 subscribers. That's crazy. I cannot believe that there's this many people. I did a 30,000 celebration the other day, 20,000, 10,000. It all just went so fast. And I love this community so much, man. It's so amazing. It's like, for me, it's not about the views and things like that. It's really about seeing people, you know, give videos. This sounds kind of stupid, but it's about people giving videos a like, putting down a comment, people being in the Discord server, and everyone being so nice. You know, I love the fact that I can just talk with anyone in my Discord server whenever I want. And everyone is so nice. That's the amazing part about it. Like, I don't know why, but you guys, for some reason, are just so nice. I'm really grateful for that. I'm really happy and thankful and everything. So, enough about that. Let's focus on the video again. So, as you can see, like, I really don't care about anything. I don't care about turrets. I don't care about anything. All I care about is getting my 5 stacks of Noxian Might. So here I was actually unable to chase the Fiora. So what am I doing instead? I'm going on the Jinx. And just take a look at this, guys. Take a look at this. What? This is what you can do. This is what you can do. Like, did you see how much damage the Jinx was dealing to me? Nothing. She was doing nothing. And all I was doing is I was just stacking up my basic attacks on her. And when she was at half HP, I just destroyed her with my ultimate. Because of course, the ultimate deals true damage. You don't actually need any damage item to deal damage with your ultimate. And guys, this build is good. And you know, you have to do this. You have to use this build. Only against attack damage. I'm gonna repeat it again because that's, you know, that's the whole point of this build. It's really, really good against full attack damage champions. So, I'm gonna go drinking with my friends tonight. I'm really excited for it because I really love going out with my friends. And oh, here I was like thinking by myself, what should I get as last item? I was like, should I get the slowing item? I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. I actually don't know what it's called. Wow. We'll see later, I guess. The Akali actually died, so we have to be a little careful. But, you know, I'm tank Darius, so I don't care about people being dead. I'm just gonna fight them anyways. I'm a little far away, as you can see, so it's a bit risky. But all I need to do is I just need to get my 5 stacks. Take a look at this. I use my gargoyle. So I don't die. And all I'm doing is I just wanted to get my stacks. As you can see, we just killed them. Like with the gargoyle and this build, you are literally unkillable. You are literally unkillable. So a quick trick that I have for you with the gargoyle is it's really good to use when you initiate a fight, right? Because when you use the gargoyle, you're literally going to be unkillable. And when you use the gargoyle, you can just hit the enemy with basic attacks and try to stack up your passive. And when your gargoyle runs out, you'll probably already have like 4 stacks. So you know you'll be able to fight with the stacks for longer because you used your gargoyle. You know, you didn't take any damage. So these are all the little tips and tricks that I have for you on Tank Darius. And practice makes perfect, guys. Really, practice makes perfect. It's just like they really need to nerf this build. It's the fact that it does so well on Darius, it really says a lot. So yeah, Frozen Mallet. I wanted to give Frozen Mallet a try because I was like, I don't want to get a Guardian Angel because I'm not gonna die anyways, right? If I just play it correctly. So I was like, let's go for a Frozen Mallet to slow the enemy with every single basic attack. So I can easily get my stacks. So I want to tell you guys already, Frozen Mallet is a pretty trash item. I mean, it's okay with Darius, with Tank Darius. It's okay because you can slow the enemy with every basic attack. But the item itself is just so weak. So, you know, I don't really recommend you to go for Frozen Mallet. Probably a Guardian Angel would have just been better here. Even though, you know, I said it's a bit of an overkill, but it would probably still be a better idea. Let's take a look at what's gonna happen here. Akali is actually going really far, but Jesus Christ, she just killed her anyways. Oh, I felt my hook. No, she blocked it again. As you can see, like this Fiora is actually pretty good at blocking. Am I even gonna kill her? I'm not gonna kill her. No, I'm not gonna catch up to her anymore, right? Am I? A Fiora can just easily run away. Yep. That is so sad. I couldn't catch up to her. Yeah. This is like, Obviously, this is also perhaps one of the weaknesses of Darius. That's why I wanted to go for the Frozen Mallet. Wow, man. Take a look at this damage. How is this legal? How is this okay? Full tank Darius that can just do that. So that's why I thought Frozen Mallet was gonna be good. Because, you know, I can't really chase enemies. But I don't recommend it to you guys. Like here, just look at this. When I almost died, I just have a Starix gauge. You know, the Starix gauge just saves my ass. And I'll be fine. Here our teammate died, so me and Alistar just come in like the big boys saving our teammate. You know, we got you, bro. We got you, Akali. We're not gonna let you die. They wanna run. Yeah. Should probably run here. We're pretty low, so, you know. Don't get overconfident when you're low. Yeah, I was going for a Frozen Mallet. I really don't know what to say now, actually. I talked so much during this video already. It's crazy. Like, what am I supposed to tell you now? Yeah, so yeah, I can tell you one more thing. That this build is broken in the mid-late game, you know? You kind of have to survive through the early game. Because, as I said, you really don't deal much damage in the early game. But in the mid-late game, you have to utilize the fact that you can easily get your stacks, you know, on one target. And fight, just fight like that, you know, with the stacks. And that's how you play the same. Like, look, boom, boom. We just died, I mean. So yeah, in the early game this is not the strongest build, but when you get to the late game, just take a look at how I'm tanking everything here. Look at this. Look at this, look at this. Look, just look. Just look at this, look. Is there even a turret? Do you guys see a turret? I don't see a turret. There is no turret. I just don't see a turret. And it finally killed me. Yo guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like. You know, as I said, 1,500 likes and I'll do yet another Darius video next week, you know. If you guys enjoy the Darius videos this much, I'll just make one every week, I guess, huh? So let's take a look at how much damage I actually dealt. This was before my master promos. Now I'm actually a master already. Yeah, really good, as you can see. And I'm a tank and I did that much damage. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.